And since this is the finance committee, and I'm not on the airport committee, I assume there is a need for these hangars.
Yes, as a
We've got
matter of
people
fact-
waiting.
Waiting list.
I
Yeah.
thought there was a waiting list from when I
Yeah,
was on the
it's,
committee.
And I can touch on that if
That's
I,
been
if you
going on.
want.
Yeah.
If you, I can touch on that, because the last one, the secretary for, the, airport commissioner, Don Kennedy, we had tasked him with that, said, okay, go get 12 commitments. He got them, and he's got 14 right now for
Okay,
this one.
better wait.
We're waiting.
He could probably get another 12 commitments.
Yeah, and as soon as we do
Okay.
this one, just expect Don to come back in about another 7 or 8 years and do another 12.
I just wanted that to
Self,
be out there.
self-funded.
Yeah, yeah, it's so
Right.
funded.
And anything new that we build there, we don't have to share with the manager. of the
FBO.
FBO.
Yeah, there you go, because if everybody doesn't know, any other hangars any hangars that are down there now that are not new, the fixed-based operator gets 50% of that for running the airport and that type of thing. Anything new that we build is all, if we build a 36-bay hangar, it's all
100% off.
100%, yes. But it's still for airport operations, it's really not, but it's to help run the
If
airport.
we get that $500,000, that's gonna be a lot sooner.
Yes.
We'll be collecting more money. on it.
Right.
Because the rents pay off the sibling.
Yeah,
right?
Correct.
yeah,
Exactly.
there's no burden to the general fund at all.
Yeah. Right.
Do they have any estimates of what does it cost?
It's over $1 million. I
Okay.
think the last one we did
So
was,
the 500,000 grant would pay for,
yeah, almost half. And, that's how bad, or not how bad, that's just the way things are.
It was 600 the last one.
600 and just that was straight line construction,
Yeah.
which was out of, Sugar Creek there. They come in and did it, but that's what they have right now projected as.
So
You know,
nearly-
you
nearly
always hope
triple.
bids could come in
And when,
different.
they always, worst case
now, are
scenario.
those just kind of almost like is it like a pole building, or does it have
Pretty
a
much.
foundation?
Pretty much, it does have a little foundation that the concrete sits on a little bit.
They run water out there and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Will this thing have, not the time to talk about it, will it have some bigger hangars in it? for
Yeah,
bigger
just
planes?
like in the, in
Two of them
the,
will be.
the other 12 bay, the end ones are bigger.
Bigger,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, right. Yep.
Sorry, I'm
No,
asking
no.
questions because I'm not on that committee normally to hear that.
That's what we need to talk about, because yes, each end of the, hangars were larger on the end.
I thought
And
we
they
were
pay
trying to
more.
accommodate that.
They pay
yes.
more.
Yeah,
They're paying more now for those other two.
Right.
Make it a nice footprint
Put
over there,
one engine.
where the hangar we already built, the new one we're gonna build, and possibly a future one.
Right.
there.
Great.
Yeah, a corporate hangar.
And I think the big thing to remember about that also is, we get so much on fuel. So if you got 12 more planes sitting there, and what they 99.9% of the time do is come in, fill up, hangar.
Yeah.
Because of the moisture, they don't want
Sure.
them in the fuel. So there's more fuel, more things happening down there, more stuff probably happening at his shop, so
Yeah.
12 new, planes sitting in that hangar just continue to,
And some of
Increase activity.
some of the new hangar tenants would be tenants from our previous hangars, our older hangars.
yeah,
So that would open up spots for them, so it would
Yeah.
be more
yeah.
Right.
revenue there too.
great.
Yeah.
Any other questions for the service director? Or for Councilman Lonzer, who's on the airport commission?
Yeah, he's
You
helped
got
out a
him
lot.
mid-slurp.
I was waiting for that, Dan.
Dave, what's the biggest wingspan? Like, no, I'm just joking.
That, I cannot tell you. I'll give you the number for Yomni. She can tell you that.
You won't understand what she says, though.
But it'll sound smart.
Yeah.
Any questions on this one? Okay, are we gonna take any action tonight on Resolution 35, 2025?
I move that we add resolution 35, 2025 to tonight's agenda and ask for suspension of the rules and passage on first reading.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
We will add this to tonight's agenda and ask for a suspension of the rules. We'll wait a few more minutes and see if the auditor comes back. If not, we may have to reschedule that portion of this meeting.
I just noticed, Mr. Rippeth, the ordinance is 23,
It's 2026, yes.
But it should be
He
20.
changed
Should be
that.
2025, there's a new
I
version of
fixed
it.
that, I
Yeah.
changed
He
that
changed
this
it.
morning with Julie.
Marvin, I asked him tonight, how come we keep getting stuff with Sam Hitchcock's name on it?
That only happened once, but
No,
that,
it happened more than once. Once this week,
once this week,
at least.
well, I'm not aware of it happening more than once. But it tells you how long it's been since we've raised our water and sewer rates. Because the last time we did, Sam Hitchcock was president of council.
Or updated the
It's
template,
actually one of my questions.
What's
She's
that?
out.
updated the template.
Yeah, you need to update
Pardon?
the thing.
No longer in her office.
So it hasn't been for 8 years.
She's not in her office now, but she was.
I would ask the committee, do you want to just adjourn and
Just how many? 5 or
schedule
6
another
years
meeting?
since last water?
I think we should.
Well, if you get questions,
Five
you can
years.
email her, get answers, then
The last increase.
Yeah, if there are questions, we can contact her,
It was
but
a little,
I think we need answers on it.
I would agree.
Okay. I would
kinda like.
entertain a motion then to adjourn this meeting and reschedule for a later time.
You can also send emails to her too.
Yes.
Just-
To go over the budget.
So moved.
He's moved. Would you second? Okay. I will, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We will consider ourselves adjourned here at what, 6:42.
20 kids.
He said, I want to be like that.
It's 7 o'clock, and I'm going to call the zoning annexation committee together. And I'm the chair, Cheryl Ramos, and we have our members here, Dan Alonso, Tom Similak,
Or Tom now.
yes, Tom, and our alternate, Mike Walker, is not here tonight. So the purpose of this meeting is to consider the proposed ordinance 24/2025 to rezone 153 parcels located on West High Avenue to Regional Business District from a current zoning of neighborhood business and public facility. Tonight, Josh Mathias was going to be here, but he's ill. So we're going to depend on myself and the service director and Mr. Mayor to work through this. I did email all council and committee members a list of parcels involved in this change and a map of the area to be rezoned. So, I'm going to start off, okay, and I didn't put in my notes, the planning commission did approve this at their September meeting. And, Mr. McAbeer, what would you like to add to this?
Truly what this is, that was always, business two, whenever they widened the road down there. And it had some, interesting, setbacks. Everything was almost gonna look like, just go up the road there, it like, I can't think it, Rosenberry's place, where it just has a strip mall, everything's set way back. And so Josh decided, let's move it into, just giving it a whole district name and trying to make it turn around and look, uniform all the way down through there versus what we would have had with that, district or, business two is what it was originally. So that's truly what that is. And then also I'd like to add, if I remember right, I have to lean on the mayor on this a little bit, but the planning commission, oh no, it goes up to fifth, does it not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, we was just gonna go to, Tuscarawas Avenue, Seventh Street right there. But then when we looked at it in planning commission, if you look at that stretch from Seventh to Fifth, less than 3% of it is still anything residential. So that's why we moved that on up, to that area, just to do it in one piece of legislation. And then, like you say, when you see all the parcels and everything you have here, just do it at one time. Just made sense for planning commission. And that was voted on and voted unanimously to just move that. Again, the first section from Seventh to the tracks is simply just changing it out of like a business two, which had some strange setback rules and different things that just isn't conform with really what we look for that to be like. And as a matter of fact, you see some stuff going down there now that's already working with these changed, business rules with Simpson Heating and Air Conditioning. They're already doing some exciting things down there, that they're doing now. So again, we just made it come up to fifth. It's the only thing we actually really did outside of really what you see here tonight. If that makes any sense to you. I know it's a long version of.
Yeah. Well, then too, if you look at, on the left-hand side of your map there, that's regional business. And so what we want to do is take this regional business zoning and bring it all the way up to Fifth Street. My reasoning for wanting to do that is because that we have too many developers looking to locate businesses at Bluebell and West High. And we need to have alternative locations that are close to that intersection, to try to spread the business out rather than trying to shoehorn more businesses in that area. So that's another reason why I advocated for extending that regional business zoning up to Fifth Street.
And two, let me point out that green areas there, I think the discussion was they're like public facilities in the red mark, because that's where, Akron Children's is, and, Mercy Medical Center Therapy Services, and at the time, they would have had their Stat Care First Care there.
Correct.
But they can still operate as that, but not be specifically zoned a public facility. They can still be zoned, the regional, I have to look, regional business, and still operate. So that's why they're included in that. Does that make sense?
Nope, that is right. Yep.
Correct.
And Josh just thought, get them out of there, they can still run as business as usual, just gives them a different footprint. As you notice, that other building's been vacant, so maybe something else can come there that doesn't have to fit just in that little box to say that.
And I will tell you, I'm getting more inquiries from developers about wanting to locate businesses in the Bluebell West High area. So this would open up some more possibilities for them to locate close to that intersection.
Yes. Do you have any questions?
I was just making a comment, like, a lot of those houses, probably between 11th and 7th, and that general area, there are a lot of them are rentals.
Yes.
And he's kind of he bought that probably I know who it is, he bought
Right.
that in advance, knowing that someday that he'll be able to make that business
Right,
is there. And that's kind of the plan, there's not a whole lot of, homeowners, I should say.
Right.
Right now, you have three, I'd say, developers that have 50% of that.
Yeah.
I'd say. And they're not gonna make it off of, they're gonna do it for now for renting houses, but
Yeah.
their plan is if somebody comes in box-wise or something, they're gonna sell it.
They're not fixing those houses up.
Exactly, yeah, yep.
Now, what is this pink?
That
That's
is,
Central business,
yes, that's downtown,
Oh, that's downtown.
So that's not included in
Gotcha.
this. Does anybody else from the committee have any other questions about this, or thoughts, comments?
No, I was the planning committee when that was discussed, and the mayor thinks that there's some possibility of business there. I don't think that's a homestead for anybody who's gonna hold on to it too hard, so. Good idea.
Yeah, I was at that meeting too, so kind of excited about the possibilities.
Yeah.
And me too. Opening up congestion from
Yes.
down Bluebell.
We need some relief down there.
Well, working on that too.
Well, I mean, it'll encourage businesses to go further.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Or further
And
east.
you know, there's new zoning overlays in that corridor too, so they will have to do some landscaping, so it'll look good. It'll be attractive.
And I think that's one of the entry points to our city, and it needs to look good,
Yeah.
because that's an entryway to the downtown, to the city.
I think this miters nicely, I don't know whether anybody here went to that ODOT meeting the other night, but, they got some pretty extensive plans from just beyond this to the other side of the interstate, which should facilitate traffic and action moving through this. I would think they're gonna spend a lot of money down there. I hope it happens in my lifetime, but
It's supposed
Me
to.
too.
Joel's,
they
hope
like
it happens in
roundabouts.
Joel's lifetime.
ODOT, they like roundabouts.
And they're gonna get hungry, so they're gonna have to eat.
Well, they had a couple of, did you get out of that?
I went, I was at the first one they had a couple weeks ago, the thing they had a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now.
At
You
ODOT.
went to, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You got some pretty extensive, options.
Sure.
Well, and it's going
No,
to
it
take
makes
that.
sense to me.
Yeah, I personally think it makes sense. Does anybody else, Chris?
No brainer, in my
Okay.
opinion. Yeah.
Steve?
All good.
Okay, the administration, you guys have already commented, but do you have any questions or any more
No,
thing to
I'm good.
say?
just
Um,
encourage it.
Yeah, council, okay, Carl is the public here and Connie, do you guys have any questions?
If I'm understanding correctly, that part of West High would be widened eventually. A lot of those houses, I believe, are very close to the street. You know, because it's older construction. Back in them days, they didn't pay much attention to how close to the road you were.
I'm trying to think, I don't think any are excessively close to the road.
Yeah, but I mean,
On
you know,
that stretch.
it's a bottleneck because it goes down to 2 lanes. I think eventually you're talking about either a 3rd lane going through there or whatever. But I think, isn't it now the roundabout you're planning on, at 5 Points? I think aren't you planning a roundabout over on?
Yeah, they do
Blue
have
Bell?
one there,
Bluebell.
Yeah,
ODOT.
and that's not
Yeah.
a bad idea, I mean, if it ever came to it and there was new, zoning down there, and there was somebody wanted to
New
put something down,
business.
maybe you do require a deeper setback, just for future proofing it if the road ever did get widened.
That road right now is as wide as it'll go. It got widened back in, oh boy, when was that? That was
5 or 6.
Let me back up. 13,
It
12?
was in the teens, I'm pretty
I
sure.
was thinking it was right after or right before I got on the
Yeah, it
council.
was, so it's at its max now.
Relatively
It's as
recent.
wide as it can
Yeah, it's
go.
at its max now. That's what added that 3rd lane. And then they did some, and the reason I was involved, because I was in the sewer department at that time, they did some other sewer stuff.
We had to get a
different-
SIB loan for that.
Yeah, so, but that's as wide as it'll go. As you can see, it's their sidewalks and then the stoop of the house or whatever, so I know what Carl's saying about that, but we can't, right now, we've got every bit of our right-of-way, attained, and so that'd really be it.
The only question I have when it comes to the roundabouts, and I've squawked enough times about sidewalks, is going around roundabouts, and I've been through a few of them with my daughter and son-in-law. Says I didn't see if they have sidewalks going around those roundabouts for people, for pedestrians. You know, if crosswalks are at each point, I don't know. I've never seen how those are set up.
They have all the plans on a website. I think you've got that website listed on your, mayor's
Mayor's
notes, at
report,
least
correct.
last time, right?
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
on this one too.
There
Okay.
will still be crosswalks, Carl. They won't need naturally in the thing, but actually you still gotta have pedestrian.
Yeah, you still
crossings.
have to have pedestrian.
Outside of that, naturally not right inside that, but you still gotta have that to get to the
Yeah.
inside.
Area where there's no sidewalks.
Yes.
Yeah, cause I
And
wasn't
these are all
sure.
right down
Yeah,
here.
if it's riding in a car and I can't see outside the car anymore,
Right.
so I can't tell if there's sidewalk there or not.
Yeah, there'll be crosswalks though, for sure.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. there
Yeah,
will
so
be.
you can look at the plans on, Connie can help you with, looking up the link that the mayor has. And I think they have another open house, right, in March?
In March.
In
correct.
March at
Yeah,
Buckeye?
they're planning on one in March, yep.
And they have all the,
Well, are they gonna narrow down some of the options by that time, or is that just more of the same?
I would think they'd narrow down some of the options based on, public comment.
Yeah, that's what they was hoping for
Yeah.
the other night, to get a bunch of feedback, then compile that data, and then come back with something. What we really need to do is go down to a preferred plan, you can send down to central office and say, here, 2031, let's get this done, let's secure some funding, and let's go. That's what they want out of these meetings.
to do it in sections, right? What's priority?
Well, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have to, because you just can't go in there and rip up all three spots,
No,
because you
Same.
gotta get people
you're
off the
talking about
highway.
chaos.
Yeah.
Mayor and I talked about that just a little bit with Councilman Rippeth. We feel that the roundabout at Bluebell, probably the first thing. Now, ODOT will go kind of the way we may feel, but just you gotta get them in, because if you start dumping people out quicker or anything anywhere else, you get them up to that intersection, you gotta get that first, I believe.
Yeah.
And then,
At the initial meeting, they talked about the phases.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it, yeah.
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 And we really feel that that would be the best way, but again, I'm no engineer, but it just, to me, it just seems logical. And maybe that's not in their vocabulary, but,
Talking government.
but,
Probably not.
So, anyways, so we're all on board with this, but when I ask for a motion, I want you to keep in mind that a notice about a public meeting must be posted at least 14 days prior to that public meeting. So from what I understand, if we don't have to have like 3 readings, but we do have to have that. So this is that 14 days. So it'd still be the first meeting in January, right? Okay. So I just wanted to point that out before I ask for, got any motions? So, any motions?
I'll move. I'll move we adopt that, I don't have the number in front of me. Whatever it is you said, I move we adopt.
24, 25.
I'll second, proposed ordinance 24, 2025.
We'll put that
On
on the
tonight's
agenda tonight,
Yes.
and then it'll be
Yes, wait.
still the, okay, any other business that come before the zoning committee? Oh, first I gotta ask for a vote. I always forget that.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
That helps.
okay, now I take a vote. Tom,
yes.
Dan,
Yes.
and myself, yes. Any other matter to come before the committee? Zoning, okay. I see none, so I would like a motion to adjourn.
It's up to you to handle it. I move, we
Okay,
adjourn.
thank you. All right, so moved, motion adjourned.
Nice.
Meeting adjourned.
Nice job.
All right, this meeting of Philadelphia City Council will come to order. Would you please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance? Mr. Rippeth.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you join me in prayer? Gracious God, we just thank you for bringing us together here tonight as we serve the community that we love. And in this season of reflection and hope, just grant us wisdom of thoughts, unity of purpose, and compassion in all that we do here tonight. Help us to listen with open ears and act with fairness for the goodness of all folks who live in this great city. Lord, we ask that you bless this city and all of its inhabitants, all of its businesses, and those who administer and run the city, our safety forces, especially in this time, Lord, where we focus on your goodness. Just let that show through us. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. And we'll begin as always. Roll call.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Here.
Mr. Lanzer.
Here.
Mrs. Ramos.
Here.
Mr. Rippeth.
Here.
Mr. Sears.
Here.
Mr. Simile.
Here.
Mr. Walker.
All right, that'll be numbered. Mr. Walker is excused from the meeting tonight. All right, agenda. Everybody's had a chance to review the agenda. Are there any additions? Yes, Ms. Ramos.
Mr. President, I would move that we add ordinance 24, 2025 to the agenda tonight.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Link. Discussion on administration, council, roll call.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Are there any other additions to the agenda?
Yes,
Mr.
President.
Rippeth, yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would ask that we add Resolution 35, 2025 to tonight's agenda, and hopefully we can suspend the rules on that tonight.
Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Granville. Discussion by administration, council, roll call.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
All right, any other additions? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve our agenda tonight with the additions.
So moved, Mr.
Thank
President.
you, Mr. Rippeth, and a second. Mr. Granville, thank you. In discussion by administration, council, roll call.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
All right, our agenda has been approved. Minutes. Everybody had a chance to review the minutes from our last council meeting. Any additions or corrections? Here done, entertain a motion to approve. No. Thank you, Mr. Need a second.
I'll second.
Mr. Alonso, thank you. In discussion of administration, council, roll call.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
All right, minutes have been approved. Correspondence, Ms. Fulbright.
To Council Clerk from Treasurer Gerber dated December 1st, 2025. This is the investment and savings report for November of 2025. I forwarded the report to council members. To Council and Administration from Mayor Day dated November 26, 2025. This is an email titled ODOT I-77 Interchange Project Public Meeting. To Council and Administration from Carly Luce with the Income Tax Department dated November 26, 2025. This is the November Income Tax Report. To Council and Administration from J.B. Bailey with the Mayor's Office dated December 1st, 2025. This is the November Report for the Mayor's Office. To Council and Administration from Mayor Day dated December 1st, 2025. This is an email titled Update on the Ohio Legislature's Effort to Reduce Property Taxes. To President Kemp from Law Director Fate dated December 5th, 2025. This is an email titled, "Please assign to Mr. Rippeth's committee," with Resolution 25, 2025 as the attachment. President Kemp asked Mr. Rippeth to take the legislation into his committee. To council members from Mrs. Ramos dated December 5th, 2025. This is an email titled, "Information for the rezoning along West High Avenue." To council and administration from Auditor Denham dated December 6, 2025. This is an email titled Legislation 12825, Ordinance 23, 2025, with the 2026 temporary appropriation documents. To Mayor, Service Director, and City Council from Ryan Barnaby, a New Philadelphia city resident, dated December 7th, 2025. This is an email titled Letter of Opposition to Proposed Water and Wastewater Rate Increases and Salary Increases for City Elected Officials and Employees. And to Council and Administration from Mayor Day dated December 8th, 2025, the Mayor's Report. And that concludes correspondence for this evening.
All right, thank you, Ms. Courtwright. We'll move into our administrative reports. First up, Mayor Day.
Thank you, Mr. President, council members, fellow administrators, and guests. Three things I'd like to touch on from the report that I sent you earlier today. The first participant in the New Philadelphia Police Department's cadet program is now on duty. Happy to report that. Last week, Officer Carter Begg received his oath of office and graduated from Buckeye Career Center's law enforcement program. Officer Begg is a Dover High School graduate who now lives here in New Philadelphia. And I want to thank City Council members for your support of the Police Department's cadet program. It's gaining interest from other students and graduates, according to Police Chief Pahobi. So thank you very much for that. Besides the I-77 interchange redesign, another transportation issue we're working on is creation of a truck route to reduce the amount of semi-traffic through downtown New Philadelphia. Next week, we have a meeting scheduled with ODOT District 11 officials and Ben Turin, the transportation manager with the Mid-Eastern Governments Association, Omega, and we'll begin studying a possible truck route. The noise and disruption caused by the truck traffic deters people from outside dining during the summertime downtown and also disrupts the positive vibe we're trying to achieve downtown. That'll be more important, even more important once the quadrant redesign project is finished. And the city's partnered with the county's Economic Development Finance Alliance, otherwise known as the Port Authority, to apply for state brownfield funding to help remove the concrete and asphalt that remains at the Joy Howden development site on South Broadway. Developers interested in the property, and there are several, have a shared concern about what's underneath the material. And just a reminder, that property is owned by the EDFA, so we're trying to get some grant money to get that concrete and asphalt removed so we can begin preparing the site for redevelopment. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I had a question on your report. You also included downtown parking signs.
Oh, yes.
To go to different parking things, but, so my question is this, they're planned to be blue, but that's kind of like handicap parking color?
Well, this is just an idea.
Okay,
I mean, it's the actual design and the color is to be determined by the impact group, and also the design review board will weigh in on the
okay.
color
I would
of that,
suggest
too.
maybe not using
blue.
blue, since that's already handicap.
Right, universal. But that's the whole goal, is to create a universal parking sign. So it's easily identified as being an area where you can park.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any
Any
other?
other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Day. Service Director, Mr. McAbeer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. We'll start with the quadrants downtown, just a quick update on that. I call it the gazebo quadrant, but the pavilion quadrant, because it's gone now, so there's another pavilion there. Still on track to try to be done with that quadrant by the end of January. You know, they're down there working today, so I mean, some tough conditions, but they continue to work down there. If you noticed, some gas lines are up through there right now. Some of the services that the gas line, or the gas company has, noticed that some of their fiberglass service is going in, which they gotta be done and get rid of within a certain amount of years. So they thought they better get in there and do them now, which makes sense. So they're getting rid of the fiberglass ones. That's why you saw on the other quadrant, they're removing any services that are going in and out of those businesses in that area, in any area that's through there, are removing the fiberglass, service lines. So that's why you see gas also up there. They'll continue to do that, throughout this week for the gas line services, to get those mold over and put all new in, but they'll be working on that. Also, the south side, while we're on gas line projects, talked with Bernie, from Mush Rush late last week. 100% of the hard, reclamation is done, 85% of the soft, which is the seeding and the dirt and that type of stuff. And, like, when him and I talked, he knows that with the seeding that got done late, they know they're gonna have to come back and reseed and restraw, just because nothing's gonna germinate. But he wanted to get something down there, get the topsoil in at least, and get some, so that you're not walking in mud. But again, they'll have to come back, but again, all the hard surface, 100% completed. They thought they was gonna be able to get 100% of the soft, done, but they was not. They got about 85% of it, but they will have it done by the end of this year. He assured me of that. So I will make sure that, I update when that other 15% of that's done. Also on leaves, south side has been done at least one time so far. They're gonna go over, as you probably, if anybody come up Front Street, they get the signs out. They're gonna go down Front Street, southeast and southwest tomorrow. And they keep moving throughout then they'll move over to the northeast section. After we go through the northeast, I believe that'll be just about almost the entire city, but we got some northwest over to do. I know they stopped over on the northwest a little bit today to get some larger piles and some stuff. They're just hit and miss over in there. It was down off of 11th Street, down and around that area. They was for the biggest part of today. But again, the south side is completed, and they just keep moving along. That's in my report.
Any questions?
Gas line work you mentioned about in the square, that doesn't add to our scope, our cost, right?
No.
That's the utility companies just using the opportunity of
Yeah.
the earth being open.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Mr. McAbeer.
Thank you.
Safety Director, Mr. Milligan.
President, council, guests, I have no report this evening on police and fire. I'm in the process of compiling an annual report, which I look forward to presenting to council upon completion of that. A couple of just updates on traffic. I've received multiple calls and some concerns about the traffic through the square as the quadrant redesign goes on. Working with the street superintendent and Mr. McAbeer, the service director, to figure out what the best solution is going to be for that intersection. We recognize it's gonna be long-term, at least for a year, as they move quadrants, and so, our initial steps were to at least have the barricades removed on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as they're no longer working there, to open up that intersection. We'll also be looking at other, options or opportunities as some other safety concerns have been brought forward, related to that intersection. So well aware, for those who have reached out, I appreciate it. And I'll continue to work with the service director and street superintendent on how we can rectify those issues from a safety perspective. Also, there's been a few calls that I've taken about concerns about parking in the intersections, as far as no parking from here to corner. So we are doing some evaluation of that signage throughout the city to make sure we have some standard of compliance within those intersections as far as no parking from those intersections. And then for safety purposes, as people are pulling out from those intersections into the city, to make sure there's a clear view and no obstructions for safety purposes. So I've received a couple questions about that over the last couple weeks, and so I'll be working with the street department and the signage department to evaluate what our policy is there and how we can roll that out uniformly across the city. That's my report, and I'll take any questions.
Any questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Milligan. Treasurer, Mr. Gruber.
No report, sir.
All right. Law Director, Mr. Pate.
I always like to take and recognize members, former members of council when they're here, and we're graced by the presence of Dean Holland, who many of you worked with, and has been an outstanding public servant long before he came here to be a council member, as a firefighter, so welcome back, Dean, glad to see you. The only thing that I'm requesting tonight is I would request an executive session to discuss a legal matter that's required by law to be kept confidential.
Need a motion? You're gonna need Mr. Lonzo, Mr. Simlick, second. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Lonzer.
Yes.
Mr. Similake.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Ribbit.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
All right, well, good. Executive session. That's it?
That's it for
quick.
me.
That's short.
You're getting an earful in executive session.
Board Commissioner reports, Planning Commission, Mayor Day.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Planning Commission will not meet this month. We will resume the operation on the second Tuesday of January at 1 p.m. here in council chambers.
All right. Board of Zoning Appeals, Mr. McAbeer.
Thank you, Mr. President. With no variance request to be heard, there will be no meeting held tomorrow at 5 o'clock here.
All right. Airport Commissioner, Mr. Lonzer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Kind of following these guys here, the Airport Commission will not be meeting in December this month.
All right. Park Board, Mr. Sears.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Park Board will be meeting in December on the 17th at 12 p.m. At the Park Pavilion.
All right. Health Board, Mr. Similink.
Health Board meets Wednesday at noon. This month they're meeting over at the Delaware lunch, Christmas. And that's it, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Council Committee reports, Finance, Mr. Rippeth.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Finance Committee met here in council chambers tonight at 6:30 p.m. We discussed Resolution 35, 2025, which is dealing with the hangar grant. It was decided by the committee to put that on tonight's agenda, and we're going to ask for suspension of the rules and passing that tonight if we can. We were also planning on speaking and discussing Ordinance 23, 2025, which is our temporary appropriations. But due to the sudden illness of the auditor, we felt we should reschedule that to a time that she's available. So we will be rescheduling that meeting. We then adjourned at about 6:42, if I remember correctly.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rippeth. Public Works and Economic Development, Mr. Lonzer.
Thank you, Mr. President. No report this evening.
Safety, Health and Service, Mr. Similink.
The only thing I would note is that the fire department yesterday did their collection of toys and things for kids for Christmas. Had a nice crowd, and maybe some of you were there, I don't know. But it's an admirable job. The chief was there, even though he's recovering from knee surgery, but nice job for the fire department. That's it.
Very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, Zoning Annexation, Mr. Ramos.
Thank you, Mr. President. The committee met tonight to discuss proposed ordinance 24, 2025 to rezone area on West High up to Fifth. And the committee did pass that out, and that is on the agenda tonight for first reading.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ramos. Salary, Mr. Greenbill.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't have a formal report, but I just wanted to say, after my salary committee last week made a comment about the muni courts during that, and I see that Judy actually made it tonight. I was gonna give her a shout out anyways, but I met with Judy, the court administrator, the next day, and we talked through that issue, and I feel like we came to a good resolution, and everything's good. And I just wanna thank Judy for taking the time to meet with me. If you don't know Judy or haven't met Judy, she's awesome. And I appreciate the meeting and the conversation.
Judy.
She really is. Yeah. She really is. We had a difficult conversation, but it went really well. So I really appreciate her, taking the time to meet
Yeah,
with
she
me.
is. She's the best.
Yeah. You're welcome. So that is it.
All right. Cemetery, Mr. Sears.
Thank you, Mr. President. There is no December cemetery meeting.
All right. All right, Floor is now open for visitors' comments. Anyone wishing to address council should rise, state your name and address, and address all comments to the chair. You'll have 5 minutes. Anyone wishing to address council tonight?
I'd like to say a few words.
If you would come over to the podium, thank you.
Hello, I'm Ryan Barnaby. I wanted to come out tonight partially to put a face to the name. I wrote a letter to council recently. I live at 724 Oak Street here in town, and I just wanted to ask council to consider voting against the proposed increase to the water and sewer rates, and to perhaps consider offsetting that increase by voting against the proposed salary increases for the elected officials. And thank you for your consideration, and hope you'll take a look at my letter. Thank you.
Thank you for coming tonight, yes. Any other visitors? Uh-oh. Mr. Holland, yes.
Good evening, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, and members of council and friends. I'm under mayoral appointment.
State your name and address.
I'm sorry, sir. You're correct. I know to do that. I'm Dean Holland, 335 Springbrook Drive, Southeast in New Philadelphia. I'm under mayoral appointment to serve on the board of directors for the Tuscarawas Metropolitan Housing Authority. Now, I haven't made many reports over the last year. Matter of fact, I hadn't made any. But the one coming up tonight is important. It's different. It's a huge change for the authority. The executive director, Elaine Yenny, she's been with the Housing Authority for many years and served as executive director for many, many years. She will be retiring effective December 31st. And the new executive director is Mike Wolforth. That's spelled Wolforth. He will be assuming the director responsibility January 1st, 2026. I listened this morning, Mr. President, to our head coach. You made a statement about how motivated the team is now since they lost a game. And despite the appointment, it's still OHIO.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year to you. I'm leaving quickly to go to Florida for Christmas and Texas for New Year's. So I hope you have a good time in this cold weather.
Safe
Thank you,
travels.
Mr. President.
Safe travels,
Thanks,
Dean.
Dean.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good Christmas and
See you, old Dean. Yeah, I was gonna sell you.
Boy, help yourself. Yeah,
I told you about that already.
yeah, Ryan, Michelle, Judy, help yourself. Those desserts from
I'll lead the way.
Barb Schwartz, Magoo's.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, there's carry-out containers.
There's stuff there, Earl.
That cheesecake is good.
all right, while he's perusing all the food, in the council comments tonight. Yes, Ms. Ramos.
I would just like to bring to everybody's attention some information about the economy, which I know prices are coming down, which I'm very thankful for. Happy to see the price of gas under $3 a gallon. So, just to note, people that get Social Security checks got a 2.8% raise for next year. 2.8%. That was based on inflation. Medicare Part B, which you're required to have by law, went up 9.67%. So that means people on Social Security are taking a loss, a net loss. Part D went up about 500%. We're in this realm now, so Part D is your medication. And you can shop around, which we did, and so we were able to cut costs there. But the point is, we shopped around and we were able to cut our cost in that area. And as far as our budget, our personal budget, we do the same thing. So that's why I look at the city budget the same way. Where can we save money? So, at issue are going to be the raise in the water department and the wastewater department. So, in the water department, over 5 years, the increase is 120%. That's 24% increase each year. In the wastewater, it's 113% increase over 5 years, and per year, it's 22.5% increase. So I just wanted to, as we move into the budget, we're just gonna have to figure out, as we're good stewards of our own budgets and our own money, we need to look the same way that to the city, because it is our money, we're paying taxes here, and we need to be very conscious of that. So I just wanted to bring forth those points.
All right, thank you for your comments. All right, let's move into the legislative agenda.
Ordinance number 18, 2025, an ordinance by the Council of the City of New Philadelphia, Ohio, to amend Ordinance 337 of the New Philadelphia Codified Ordinances to include 337.32, use of engine brakes on commercial vehicles, and declaring an emergency, third reading.
Is there any action we're taking on this ordinance tonight? Yes, Ms.
I
Alonso.
move that we pass ordinance 18, 2025.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ribbit. Discussion by community, administration, council, roll call.
Mr. Lonzer.
Yes.
Mr. Ribbit.
Yes.
Mr. Kimball.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
All right, ordinance 18, 2025 has passed.
Ordinance number 22, 2025, an ordinance by the Council of the City of New Philadelphia, Ohio, to enact rate increases for health insurance premium contributions for the designated non-bargaining and elected officials as stated herein, for salary rate increases for the designated non-bargaining employees and elected officials as stated herein, and declaring an emergency, second reading.
Is there any action be taken by council this ordinance tonight? All right, here none, be held for third reading at our next regularly scheduled council meeting.
Ordinance number 24, 2025, an ordinance by the Council of the City of New Philadelphia, Ohio, to permanently rezone 153 parcels located on the north side of West High Avenue to Regional Business District, RBD, and declaring an emergency, first reading.
Is there any action be taken on this ordinance tonight? All right, here none, be carried over to our next regularly scheduled council meeting.
Resolution number 33, 2025, a resolution by the Council of the City of New Philadelphia, Ohio, to authorize the Service Director to increase water and sewer rates charged by the City of New Philadelphia commencing January 1st, 2026, and declaring an emergency, first reading.
Is there any action taken by council's resolution tonight? All right, here none, be carried over to the next regularly scheduled council meeting.
Resolution number 35, 2025, a resolution by the Council of the City of New Philadelphia, Tuscarawas County, Ohio, authorizing and directing the mayor of the City of New Philadelphia to act as the signature designee and to submit a grant application to the Ohio Department of Transportation Office of Aviation for an amount not exceeding $500,000 for the new T-hangar construction project. And once the grant offer is received from the Ohio Department of Transportation Office of Aviation, further authorizing the mayor to accept and execute the grant contract and all related documents, and to manage the grant as necessary, inclusive of submission of application for payment associated with the grant as required by the Ohio Department of Transportation Office of Aviation, and declaring an emergency, first reading.
Is there any action taken by council resolution tonight? Mr. Lonzer.
I move that we suspend the rules on resolution 35, 2025.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, thank you, Mr. Granville. Discussion by administration, council, Roll call.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
First rules have been suspended. Mr. Lonzer,
Yes, I move that we pass Resolution 35, 2025.
do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Granville. In discussion by community, administration, council, roll call.
Mr. Lanzer.
Yes.
Mr. Kreinbell.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramos.
Yes.
Mr. Rippeth.
Yes.
Mr. Sears.
Yes.
Mr. Simile.
Yes.
All right, resolution 35, 2025 has passed.
That concludes legislation for this
All right,
evening.
thank you, Mr. Courtwright. At this time, we'll go into executive session. So we'll adjourn
At 8 o'clock.
at 8 o'clock for about Is there any unfinished old business for this evening? Any new business? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lonzo. We are adjourned at 8:23.
Okay.
Everybody.